Hello, and welcome to your weekly Soul Tribe session. It's Power Coach Alishia here, your source of fun, funny, exciting, entertaining, educational, and transformational life coaching. Wow, that scared me. Hold on. Educational and transformational life coaching, speaking, and soul healing with a twist of tough mama bear, no fluff, no hand holding, no bullshit love. I specialize in teaching you how to get out of your own way, put yourself first without feeling guilty, and finding yourself again. And here, the Soul Tribe, it's all about lighting a fire in your soul, that fire that gets you to get the fuck up, take action, and fight for yourself. Today, we're talking all about chakras, what they are, what it looks like when they're out of balance, and what it looks like when they are in balance. So say hi to me in the comments, pretty please. Hey, Latoya, say hi. Is that baby still brewing? Is the baby still brewing? Oh, I'm so excited for that baby. It's not even my baby, and I'm excited for that baby. Okay. Chastity. I know. We'll be decorating for Christmas soon. We shall. January. Okay. So listen. This entire month is all about harmonizing and energizing. So I'm doing a full series on harmonizing and energizing. And last week, I talked all about the law of attraction. This week is all about chakras. Next week is meditation. I think we're wrapping up the month with journaling. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. We might be wrapping up the month with the moon. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But today is about chakras. So I'm going to have you guys throw down some stuff in the comments as we go through this, just so that I know you're paying attention and to get Facebook to say that this live is relevant. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I don't think I actually have any life coaching announcements. We're like quiet on the life coaching front because I am in full swing of my Shift Happens program, which is such a phenomenal program. And I'm so excited. It has really been such a wonderful journey since it started a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. Did you just notice? You are hilarious, Maya. So I'm full swing in that, but I will let you know coming up at the end of November, beginning of December is going to be my Soul Fire series. Okay. So be looking out for that. It's my 4-part series to lighting your soul on fire. That only comes around one time a year. So you don't want to miss the Soul Fire series, or it'll be an entire year. Is it a year? I think it is, before you get in there, get to attend it again. Okay. So just be looking out for that. All right, so let's jump into, let me pull this up. See if I can get a good picture. I always forget that I am on Zoom, so I can utilize tools. Oh, that's pretty cool, but it's not as cool as this. Hold on. Okay, so what are chakras? I'm so glad people post things on the internet so I don't have to worry about it. Then I don't have to go create shit. It's a beautiful thing. So what are chakras? Chakras are like the meridian. Hi, Angie. Long time no see. The meridian / center point of your body. It's believed to be there. It's said to be that we have these points from the tip of our head to the base of the top of our pubic bone that are what control all the different areas in our body. So the crown chakra is like in the center, but back a little bit of your head. It's like where the Jewish people wear their yarmulkes. Is that what it's called? I don't know what the fuck it's called. But you know where they wear those like Jewish hats? I don't want to sound so ignorant, but I don't remember what the fuck they're called. That is where your crown chakra is. And then your third eye chakra is right between your eyebrows. Okay. It's right there in the center. Your throat chakra is right in the center. So if you look at this and I want you to touch yourself as we're doing this. So crown chakra, the part that I talked about, touch right there. Okay. It's like the bald spot on a baby's head, the soft spot when the baby's born. I should have used that as a better example so I didn't look like a dumbass. A yarmulke. Yeah, not a Yamaha, a yarmulke. I didn't say yarmulke or Yamaha. I know that Yamaha is a brand that makes Suzuki's and drum heads for drums. Don't fuck with me. Oh, I thought you were making fun of me, Chastity. Okay, so touch your crown chakra, soft spot on the baby's head, right? Third eye, point, touch right between your eyebrows. I want you to do this right now. Touch. Throat chakra, touch your throat, okay? So your crown is all about your spirituality. And your third eye is all about awareness, and your throat is about communication. The last time I had a Reiki reading, the Reiki person was like, dude, your upper chakras are on fire. They are like radiating. They are so open, so active, so amazing. I was like, yes. And then your heart chakra, again, it's going to be in the center, right? We're keeping it in the center of your body because it's like what harmonizes you. But your heart chakra is to the right of your heart, right in the center of your body at that breastbone point. Your solar plexus is right below that, but above your belly button. Now, your heart chakra is for love and healing. Your solar plexus is for wisdom. Your sacral chakra is below your belly button, but above your pelvis pubic bone area. That's for your sexuality and creativity. And then your root chakra is all the way at the base of your spine. And that is where your trust is built. Okay. So you have your crown, which is spirituality, your third eye between your eyebrows, your throat for communication, your heart chakra is for love and healing. Your solar plexus is for wisdom. Your sacral chakra is for sexuality and creativity. And then your root chakra is for your trust. And I forgot to say third eye is awareness. Okay. So this is awesome. I'm going to snap this and throw it in the group for you because I think that is great for you guys to have. So that's going to be in the group for you so that you have that. I'm just going to post it right now. We're not messing around. So let's now that you know like what they are and where they're located, let's now talk a little bit about each of these. So inside of my Shift Happens program, I go deeper into each of these chakras and we talk more about the crystals that go along with them, the food to eat, and then there's meditations to balance each of these chakras. But today, inside of this group and for this training, we're just getting you familiar with them, what they are, what they look like when they're in balance, and what they look like when they're balanced, okay? Just to keep everybody on the same page. So we're actually going to start from the root chakra and work our way up because your root chakra is where your trust is, right? We just talked about that. All of your basic trust is built. And if this is not vibing, then you're having trust issues, but not just with other people, with yourself as well. So I don't want you to think, oh, well, I don't have any issues trusting people. Well, with your root chakra, it's your overall trust. Okay. So I wanted to mention that because I think that it's really important. I'm doing my best to organize my screen so I can see everything easily and I don't have to look at a million places. So give me 1 second. Yes, got it. So your root chakra is your basic trust. That's where you feel protected. So when it's in balance, we're going to go with imbalance and then out of balance. When it's in balance, that's where you feel protected, where you feel cared for and loved, even if you're alone, right? A lot of times people mistake people being around them as them feeling alone or not alone. And the truth is you can be alone and still feel so full and loved and cared for, right? If your root chakra is in balance. So the next part of the root chakra being in balance is you feel present in your body, right? You feel connected with yourself. I call this soul connected. Right? So when you're connected to your root chakra, you feel so connected. Like you're happy with yourself. You have that self-love, that self-esteem, that self-confidence, right? To go be, do, and have anything you want, take the action, right? In your life. You feel your basic needs are covered. You're not feeling like something is missing when your root chakra is in balance. All right. You also feel resilient, like unstoppable, like you can do anything. I love this because I live in resilience. It's just like the baseline of who I am. Like, I've got this. I can do this. I'm resilient. I'm unstoppable. Nothing is going to hold me back, right? The universe has my back, everything in due timing. That's the way I live. That's the way I breathe. That's the way I think. So the fifth way that you can tell that your root chakra is imbalanced is you feel like you are a part of the world, like you are giving something to the world. Chassis says, my root is definitely blocked. Don't be, thank you so much, babe. Don't be hard on yourself if you go through this and you find all of your shit is blocked. You're like, wow, I'm completely fucked up. It's okay, right? The first step is recognizing this / acknowledging that they're blocked and then taking the action to unblock them. Angie, he dumped the juice out of my pineapple tidbits and I'm drinking it, so I hope it helps my throat. If your root chakra is imbalanced, number 6 is you feel your basic needs are covered and that you can expand your like spiritualness, your consciousness. And this is where if you do yoga, Kundalini yoga will help with your root chakra, right? You feel really, really connected with it. So that is what a balanced root chakra looks like. So an unbalanced root chakra, it's just the opposite. Let's move on. No, an unbalanced root chakra, by the way, if you're just joining us, make sure you say hi to me in the comments, is that you don't feel protected, cared for, or loved. You're feeling alone, like nobody cares, nobody knows you. I explain it like this. You feel like you're on a pool floaty in the middle of the ocean and there's a fucking hurricane and not even a helicopter with a drop down life donut thing is there gonna come save you, right? You're just fucking screwed out there and nobody gives a fuck. Like that is how I explain it. Hi, Mary. I know it's pretty exaggerative, but I really do feel like when your root chakra, hey Anitra, welcome back, is blocked, you really do feel alone, like nobody cares. You feel disconnected from yourself. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I love. I don't know what I want to do and where I want to go and what I want to be and what I want to have. Like, what is the point in being here, right? You don't have your basic needs covered either. Like you're feeling as if something is missing, but you don't know what that is, right? Like you're craving something, but you can't put a finger on it. You don't feel like you're contributing anything really to this world. And again, like there is something bigger for you that you are not stepping into. Okay. That is what it's like. Hey, Mercedes, welcome back. Everybody was just on, well, not everybody, but some of you were just on my live inside of the Direct Sales the Smart Way community. And you don't feel resilient. You actually feel stoppable. You feel like things are holding you back. You feel like, you can't do it or you don't have the resources to do it. All right. So that is your root chakra. Now remember, base of your spine is where the root chakra is. So shout out in the comments, blocked or opened. Is your root chakra blocked or open? Shout that out in the comments for me. I want to check in with you and see where you guys are at. All right. Your next one is your sacral chakra, and that is between your belly button. Yes. That's a good point. All of those things don't have to be wrong in order for there to be an imbalance, by the way. You just feel connected to one or two of them. That means that there's an imbalance. That's a great point. This is for all chakras. You don't have to feel all of those things. But if you connect with them, like what I'm saying, then you're like, fuck, yeah, it's imbalanced, right? Or blocked. Okay. Balanced or imbalanced. We'll go with balance and imbalance going forward. I can tell Maya likes that better. So we'll go with that. For now, we said blocked, but we'll go forward with imbalance. Okay. I do like that better too. So with your sacral chakra, that again is between your belly button and your basically root of your spine. So it's between those two areas. And remember, that one is all about your sexuality and creativity. So it's no surprise to me that my root chakra was blocked, my sacral chakra was blocked, and my solar plexus was blocked. Now, I find it interesting, though, that my solar plexus was blocked because wisdom and power is what I thrive. So I would say it's an imbalance because the last time I had a Reiki healing, which was back in like June, before my last one, which was just maybe a month ago, she said it was overactive, which meant that it was working extra, right? So the imbalance was that it was working extra hard. There was a lot more going on. It wasn't a balanced, like wisdom and power. It was just like overdoing it. And that was at a time where I was doing nothing as far as life coaching and direct sales coaching. I wasn't doing any of that. I was literally just running my store, and that was it. And so I think it was basically screaming at me like, what the fuck are you doing? We need this, we need you doing this for our soul. Okay. So, and the basic trust for me at that time blocked was me trusting myself to step out in faith and just fucking do what felt right, what felt good, what I felt called to and connected to. That was my basic trust. So I want you to take these and like be thinking about them. I have not been creative like as a human or in my business for what I feel like's been over a year. So when I was told that these were blocked, I didn't even go and look at what they were. I took no action for them, except for I did a chakra meditation. That was it. But I didn't really do much else, right? I just kind of went through the motions. So now that I'm digging deeper into these, I can connect with exactly what the fuck was going on back then, but then also be able to connect with me now. And the reason why this is part of my free training here in the Soul Tribe, do you guys love that name? Tell me you love the rebrand of this group. Tell me you love it. Here in the Soul Tribe, I was like, you need to know about this, because if you don't know about it, you just feel off. You feel like something's wrong. You feel like, you can't figure it out, can't put your finger on it, but things don't feel right. You're not feeling right within yourself. And it's almost like you're antsy, attempting to go and figure out what that is, but you don't even know what the fuck you're going to look for, right? That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I wanted to teach this to you. So Sacral Chakra is all about sexuality and creativity. So when it's balanced, wide open. Yay. I'm so glad you guys love it. It just came to me. I was like, I'm changing it now. I was journaling. It's like now. I was doing my soul work in the morning. Like, yeah, we're done. I know what I want my group to be named. And I redid all the branding, and I was supposed to be journaling. Yeah, it was fine. Oh, actually, it was yesterday, and I didn't journal yesterday. So I don't know what the fuck I was doing when it came to me, but great download. I love the name, and it's perfect for what we do here. So when it's balanced, you feel creative, right? You're passionate, not only physically, but about the goals and interests that you have. You can feel joy even for the simple things, right? It's not like you're looking for some grandiose thing to make you feel good and feel joyful. You just feel that joy. You have a good relationship with money, and you also allow it to flow. Remember, it's important that you're feeling most of these things most of the time for your sacral chakra to be balanced. You're aware of your sexuality and you feel comfortable expressing it. I think that my sacral chakra will be blocked until the day I die. It's fine. And you are able to connect intimately with others. I don't really like people enough to do that. I mean, I've learned how to quote unquote open up that side, like in coaching. If I'm treating you like I love you, you're in my fucking bubble. It's not fake, right? But I've learned how to do that as a coach and not be like arm's length for everyone. But it's still not my baseline personality to be intimate with others as far as connected. It's something that I have to work on. So when your sacral chakra is imbalanced, you feel a block in your creativity, right? You're not really passionate about your goals and your interests, or you're like, man, I know what I want to do and where I'm going, but I don't really feel like doing it, right? That's like maybe you have a business and you were like gung-ho and ready to go, and you felt this passion and this fire and your goals, what you were going to do, and then they get there. And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't give a shit. Well, things happened along the way that started to block that for you, right? And now the sacral chakra is blocked. You are finding that you're struggling to find joy in the simplest things. You're looking for more and bigger things to find that joy in, and just the small things don't feel as well. You don't have a good relationship with money, and you are well, Okay, I need to rephrase because I forgot your sacral chakra has to do with money. I should rephrase mine because I really want the universe to just like deliver me all the money I want for all the things that I want to do and places I want to go, what I want to be in the lives that I want to change. So I will say this. All of the other portions of the sacral chakra, I will be, no, I'm just kidding. My one that's blocked the most for me is expressing sexuality, which for me, I just instantly think of like having sex. And when you connect that with intimacy and like touchy feely, blah, 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 all the rest of my stuff with my sacral chakra is straight. So I'm going to have to figure out if you could have like a 3/4 balanced sacral chakra. And that's good enough because the sexuality portion and like the touchy feely intimacy side, I mean, I'm working on it, but fuck's sakes, it's a lot. And I am like I do have a good relationship with money and allowing that flow. So rephrasing, universe, I take it back. Help me with the sexuality and intimacy, touchy-feely bullshit. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So imbalanced. Mine is just going to be imbalanced, but not in all ways, just in two. Yes. Okay. So no, don't touch me. So are you imbalanced or balanced with your sacral chakra? Shout it out. We're moving on to solar plexus, which is right above the belly button. It's like, can you guys see? I'm not standing up today. It's like right here. Okay. Where's my belly button? Yeah. Okay. Balance. Look at you, Mercedes. Woo, woo. I'm loving hearing that. Ah, imbalanced or balanced. I like that. Okay, so next is your solar plexus. Okay, your solar plexus is all about your wisdom and power. So your balanced looks like this. Your body and mind are connected and aligned, right? Ooh, I like this one. My solar plexus are on fire. All right. Your thoughts materialize like all the time. I am so fucking good at manifesting. And this couldn't have been a better order that I'm doing the Harmonize and Energize series, because we talked all about law of attraction. And now we're talking about your chakras. And the sacral chakra is all about your thoughts materializing, which is the law of attraction. Now, in my mind, your sacral chakra is balanced when your positive thoughts materialized, not negative, but I could be reading into that. 3, you prioritize your health and inner peace over superficial interests. That part is imbalanced for me, right? Like I'm really working on how to do all of this amazing thing, all these amazing things in my business while having that inner peace, time for myself, downtime, but like fighting to build $1 million business, like really putting in the effort and not just like sitting on my ass and watching 5 hours of TV when that could be $1 million business time, right? So I'm still working on the balance of the inner peace. And I did yoga for 3 straight days. Those of you that know me, I'm going to put this in past tense, but I used to fucking detest yoga. If you've heard past trainings of mine when it comes to working out, I used to detest yoga, but I decided I was going to change my relationship with it and really use it to balance my chakras and connect with me in a deeper way, because I'm doing a lot of angel card readings and those sorts of things. And so I'm just really proud of myself, but I did take a break today. So 4 is you feel confident and secure in yourself. This has always been a majority for me, confident and secure. Oh, I've been like telling myself that I'm awesome. I'm so proud of myself for doing it. I've really been pumping myself up instead of like my past ways. I'd be like, oh my gosh, you suck. This is horrible. You're fat. You can't do this. I would say all those things, but I don't say those things now. That's not going to get me anywhere. Okay. 5 is you have the willpower to do or change anything in your life. That belief system, right? That you can do or change anything in your life that you don't like, right? That's not working for you, that you feel disconnected from. Yeah. This is why people hire me. Number 5 is because they don't have the willpower and they don't think they can change it. So I give them that willpower and then they have to fight for themselves. Ooh, I need to do that because my knees, dude, I'm doing everything in my power to save these knees until the day I die, because I believe that surgeries are unnecessary. Like, there are surgeries that are necessary, but any person I know that's had a knee replaced has had a knee replaced again and again and again and again. So I'm on this like mission to heal myself without that surgery action, right? But my knees were killing me so bad and they've been grinding and cracking and like, it's a lot. So I'm like, I'm going to take 1 day break. So maybe I'll do chair yoga tomorrow. Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube is awesome. I wonder if she has chair yoga stuff. She has a million playlists. You guys should check it out. So number 6 is you have goals and the plan to achieve them. So a lot of you that are like engulfing yourself in my world, now you have goals and the plan to achieve them, right? You're joining my programs, life coaching and business. You're cleaning shit out. You're getting it organized. You're getting ready. You're going to take action, right? Monday starts my party plan power camp. We're in week 3 and a couple days to my shift happens program. So now you've got goals and plans, right? If you don't have goals and plans and you're on this, then it's time to take that action. Dude, turmeric makes my vagina smell funny. I don't like it. Is there a way to use turmeric without me smelling weird? My orifices, like, they smell weird. I can't deal. I have such a strong nose. I can't do it. TMI again. This is TMI week. For the last 7 days, I've given you way too much information about me. Number 7 is that you love and accept yourself 100%. I literally am imbalanced in number 3. Yeah. And very rarely am I imbalanced in number 4, but all the rest of them, I am on fire. So is your sacral chakra imbalanced or balanced? Or choose a fucking number. It's fine. Moving on. What comes after sacral? Heart. Yeah. Moving on to the heart chakra, which is love and healing. So it's weird to think that from my heart chakra up is usually really, really good. It's interesting. I don't feel like I give out a lot of love, but I guess I do. Like, what I hear me doing this, me showing up, and this training is love, right? So that's huge. That's so freaking huge. What? You shouldn't have been able to. You should be starting with us on Monday. Are you not in the right place? Did Daniel do the wrong dates? I hope he didn't. Because you're supposed to be waiting for us, Anitra. What the fuck? I'm checking right now. Even though everybody's staring at me now. Yeah, that's weird. It should have been locked until Monday. You should just be chilling. All right. So heart chakra, when it is imbalanced, you feel curious. Oh, when it's balanced, excuse me. When it's balanced, you feel curious about life and new experiences, and you're not afraid. 2, you are consciously awake, meaning more in tune with your spiritual side, right? Yeah. 3, you know what is right is not always what is normal. So just because it's right doesn't mean that it's approved or it's not with the norm. You can just feel what is right, and that's good enough for you. You have very diversified interests. The word very is in there, diversified interests. You feel free and ready to expand yourself even more. You can love again. You can give and receive love. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I'm definitely, I know I don't know anything about you guys as far as this is concerned, so I keep talking about myself, but I'm definitely curious about life, new experiences, and I'm not afraid. I'm definitely more of a risk taker. So check, that is balanced. I'm consciously awake. Check, that is balanced. I know that what is right is not always the norm. Abso-fucking-lutely, because I am not normal and I am always right. That's funny. I have very diversified interests. I think I do, but I think I've like stopped a lot of them. So I need to like get them back up. But that is what the solar plexus, no, the sacral chakra being blocked, right? Yeah. 5, you feel free and are ready to expand yourself even more. Yes, I'm always ready to expand myself. Now, do I have the capacity to do that? That's another question. I can love once again. I always love. I don't ever stop loving. Now, giving the love that we're back to this affection, right? Yeah, I think 7, we're back to this affection. You can give and receive love. It's weird. I struggle giving it and I struggle receiving it. It's interesting. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So I am partially imbalanced. Where are you at? Did I even ask you on the last one? I don't know. Where are you at with the heart chakra, right? Are you balanced or imbalanced? Do you guys know? So do you not feel curious about life, new experiences, and you are afraid, like you struggle taking risks? Are you shut down on the spiritual side? You'll know, like you should know this automatically, right? You shouldn't have to really think. Do you struggle with what you know to be true, but other people don't agree with it, or they don't see it that way, or, that's not the way they view things. So you're like, wait, maybe I'm wrong. You only have like focus on certain things. Like you only have very small things that are part of your focus and what you do and what you focus on, or is it diversified? Do you have lots of different things that you want to do or that you do? 5, do you feel free and ready to expand yourself even more? Or do you feel like you want to recluse? Like, I can't do that. I don't have the space for that. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the money for that. Right? Like, where are you? So this is huge when it comes to like investing in yourself financially, spending money on yourself, right? Buying things for you. Yeah. Can you love again, or are you shut the fuck down? Like I was burned. So no. Are you good at giving and receiving love, or do you block that? I'm partially blocked here for sure. So next up in our journey is the throat chakra, which is communication. I am on fire with my throat chakra. I pretty much have been my whole life. And when I'm not, and in the stories that I've told, all I do is fucking cry. If I do not express how I'm feeling, I cry because I'm so frustrated. I'm so upset and I have so much to say, but I'm keeping my mouth shut. It literally brings me to tears. And usually it's because I'm angry and not saying anything, or upset and not saying anything. So when your throat chakra is balanced, you're comfortable expressing your feelings. Yeah, it's getting better. 2, you say, do, and think what makes you feel authentic. Ooh, this is huge. You say, do, and think what makes you feel authentic. That's huge. 100% me. You can fuck off if you don't like me. That's exactly how I am. I do not give a fuck. Latoya, that's why you're attracted to me, right? Because mine is always like, you can express yourself in many ways. Definitely. You know who you are and you are not afraid to show it. You feel motivated by your life's purpose. Yes. So we'll talk about opposites in a minute, right? 6, you express your ideas without fear. I don't give a fuck what you think. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. I'm so excited. You're coming with me or you're not. I don't care. Right? Now, if your throat chakra is imbalanced, you shut your mouth. You don't say how you're feeling. You don't speak up, right? You show up in a way where other people feel comfortable as an edited version of yourself because you don't want to rock the boat, or you're a business owner and you're not allowed to act like that. Or what would my mom think if she really knew how I acted as a fucking adult, where I have the right to do and be and show up however the fuck I want, right? You don't express yourself hardly, right? You're just in this box. You're just in a little box. And that's it. We talked a lot about that in the Get Your Shift Together workshop. You don't really know who you are. So you're not really connected with how to show up as who you are because you're not sure who you are. You lost yourself a long time ago, maybe in rearing children or a partner who didn't really allow you to be who you are, or a mother who didn't accept you for who you are, right? So maybe there's that. You don't know what your life purpose is. So you don't feel motivated by it because you don't know what the fuck it is. You're like, I don't know what the hell I'm here for. I'm blah, blah, blah years old. And I feel like I'm just wasting my time. And that's why we get along, Chastity. And you don't express your ideas because you're fearful of what people will think and that they'll judge you and that, you know, they'll have something to say and then it'll take you off your track and you won't keep going because you told them, right? Yeah. So balanced or imbalanced on the throat chakra? Let's talk about it. Third eye is next. I have always been very drawn to you, Chastity. I really love your personality. There's something about your soul, and I don't know what it is because I don't really know you that well, but I love reading your posts. I love seeing your pictures. I'm very drawn to your aura and your energy. I have been since the day you showed up in my world, and I have no idea why. So it's really cool and crazy at the same time. So your third eye is all about awareness. Okay. Yes. My third eye rocks too, Maya. So you are intuitive and you trust your intuition. I do about 99% of the time. And if there's any time where I go against my intuition, I end up going right back and boom. You feel you have a lot to express in many ways. Oh, yes. Yes. You feel connected to nature. I love nature. My favorite thing to do is go camping. This year for my birthday, I am getting a camp road trip trailer. We're probably going to have to buy a different vehicle because my Ford Flex can only tow 4,500 pounds fully loaded when the trailer is fully loaded. And I need something big enough that when we're on road trips, it feels like a home. But when we're camping, we don't need to use all that other shit, right? Like I love camping. I love going on walks and literally smelling the roses. I love it. I will sit outside and work, bugs eating me. I don't love the bugs. Okay. I don't, but I do feel connected to nature. You constantly have new ideas. Yes, that's me. I have a million of them. Your imagination is very active. Yes, a very active imagination. You can change your mind easily. Definitely. I'll change my mind on live. Change prices right here as I'm training you. That happens all the time. You solve problems easily on your own. Absolutely. And for other people. You easily find the right words to communicate your thoughts, depending on if I'm pissed or not. I might be talking shit to you if I'm mad, but I'm still communicating my thoughts, just maybe not with the right words. That's the only thing that is sometimes it's like a 0.01% imbalanced is easily finding the right words to communicate my thoughts. If I'm angry, they're not the right words. They're mean. I want to hurt you, but I don't get angry much anymore. I get irritated, but I don't get angry much anymore. Even if I get mad, I still have the right words. So I'm like 99.999999999 on the third eye. So is yours balanced or imbalanced? Mine is balanced. And so is my throat chakra. Hell yes. We already got to third eye that fast. Okay, we're to the crown. Yes. Are you guys loving this? Drop a heart in the comments if you're loving this. I want to know. I want to know. So remember, third eye was here. Crown is here. Okay. Soft spot on your head. So when your crown chakra is balanced, you rarely suffer from headaches. You can have a conversation without taking things personal. You can see yourself without forming negative judgments. Most of the time. Your senses are sharp, but you're not sensitive. Yes. You feel inspired often, all the fucking time. You are open to new ideas for sure. You can receive guidance. I love it. You accept and adapt to changes easily, 100%. And you like learning all the time. So my crown chakra is 99.999. Actually, I would say 100 because the only one that is slight is you can see yourself without forming negative judgments. It depends. Am I naked in the mirror or am I dressed like this? If I'm dressed like this, I'm straight. So if your crown chakra is imbalanced, did we even talk about what? Hold on. We didn't even talk about your third eye being imbalanced, did we? No, we got to go back. We got to go back. Your third eye is awareness, which I didn't tell you either. Fucking A. But if your third eye is imbalanced, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your intuition. You don't get that intuitive feeling of your answer and either go for it or don't go for it. Say yes or no, jump off the cliff or don't, right? You are constantly second guessing yourself. Okay. So if your third eye is blocked, you do not take that action. We'll go back to, or imbalanced, you don't. We'll go back to heart in just a minute. Crown in just a minute. If your third eye is imbalanced, you don't really have many ways that you express yourself, right? You feel more closed down again. You feel disconnected from nature. Oh, I hate being outside, right? That sort of energy. Like the people who say, I hate winter. I'm like, how can you hate winter? How can you hate any season when it is so beautiful? Every season is so beautiful. I get it. Driving in the snow is rough. It really is. But there is a beauty in the blizzard in the headlights. There is a beauty in the roads being covered in snow as far as you can see, right? Like I absolutely am connected to nature, but people will find problems with nature, right? So we bounce back to the third eye chakra, just so you guys know. You don't really have new ideas. You constantly feel stuck. You don't really use your imagination. You're like, what's right in front of you is all there is. Kind of stuck in your ways, and you're not really changing your mind, right? This is it. You don't solve problems easily. You're always stuck in over analyzing to get to the solution, and you don't find it easily. And you struggle to find the words to communicate your thoughts. So if your throat chakra is blocked or your third eye is blocked, imbalanced, that's what it looks like. So let's jump back to third eye. Was it balanced or imbalanced now that we've got the imbalance side of it? I love all the seasons. There is so much beauty in winter. I could do an entire training series on the winter and change your fucking life with it. Dude, it's crazy. All right, so let's talk about the imbalance of the crown chakra. You suffer from headaches often. You take things personal more often than you don't. You have a lot more negative to say about yourself than positive. You are pretty sensitive. You don't feel inspired often. You're not open to new ideas. You just want it to be the same old, same old. Not good at receiving guidance. You don't like change, and you don't really take the time to learn. When your crown chakra is imbalanced, that's how you feel. I love these comments. Please do a series on winter, because I don't like it. It's so beautiful. There is just so much symbology with your soul, really. I feel like winter is the biggest symbology. I mean, all the seasons are connected to your soul, but I love winter the most because it's like the cleansing of the soul. It's the stillness of the soul. It's the beauty from within. Like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah, walking in it is a pain in the ass, and traveling in it gives me anxiety. I get it. So those are your 7 chakras down the center of your body, what they mean, what it looks like when they're balanced and when they're imbalanced. And I was really excited to share this with you, but I wasn't sure how you would feel about it. You know, I wasn't sure that if you were connected with it, if you knew anything about it. So I really, really, really do hope that you loved this. And we do a lot more chakra type stuff inside of my Shift Happens program, but harmonizing and energizing is basically the foundation of my Soul Circle. So Soul Circle is my membership community for women who need solutions now. So it's like this. You show up to session, We share, well, everybody shares their success and challenge. I riff off my intuition and coach you on whatever you're going through. So Soul Circle has no agenda. There's no like, step 1, do this, step 2, do that, step 3, do that, step 4, do that. It's not that. It's complete riff off of intuition of what my soul feels, what your soul needs. And I give that to you. And then other people will speak up because they got hits and they will share what they feel about you and to help you. When I say feel about you, it's not like, negative thing. It's like, hey, when you were talking, this is what I was thinking about, or I've been through that and this is what I did. So that's what it's about. It's literally just all of us there, quote unquote, in our special circle and helping each other grow. If I have a really shitty day, I come to Soul Circle and I use that as a lesson, right? Like it's beautiful. Latoya, Soul Circle is now Elite Life, just continued. So instead of you paying a big chunk of money for 90 days, it's just a monthly membership of Elite Life. Latoya was in Elite Life, and that's what Soul Circle is built on. So if you guys want to learn more and sign up for Soul Circle, right now, Soul Circle is $97 a month, but the price is going to go up. We do moon rituals. We do, what is it? Not exercises. I guess I'll just use the word exercises. We do new moon and full moon exercises and, showing what we're doing there. And I'm going to be talking more about spells and not like witchy spells. Well, there are witchy spells, but not like I cast a spell on you, your penis is now smaller or something. But I love that example. Good job. Not like casting spells on people like that, but using spells to aid you, to clear blocks, to let things go, to detach from people, to bring you money, to help you fall in love, let's say with your partner again, or find your love. Like it is just such a beautiful place. And that is all in Soul Circle, where we're growing spiritually. We're building our soul connection with ourselves and each other. So you can go to soulcircle.life to check it out. Soulcircle.life. That's the URL, not .com, but .life. It is $97 a month right now. When I open it for enrollment in a launch, it's going to be way more than that. So it will be more expensive than that. When you get in at the $97, you are locked in at that price. Oh my gosh, you're not staring at me. You are locked in at that price. So as the price raises, you will not be raised. Okay. So keep that in mind. We meet twice a month. It's just so powerful. I love it. And then in between, we're posting stuff in the group. Like Maya has some cool journals that she shared. She shared her angel card, oracle card, tarot card cloths. That's the other thing. So we're going to be bringing more of the angel oracle tarot into it. I know nothing about tarot, but it's such a powerful energy force. And I know angels are as well. However, I want to connect with the tarot side. I feel locked when it comes to tarot. So I'm excited to experience that journey as well. And so we're doing all of this together inside of Soul Circle. So again, check it out at soulcircle.life. It is a pretty small payment to be a part of it, when originally people were paying $2,000 to be part of this, right? And it ended. Right? They would have it and then it would end, and then they just had to deal with life themselves. And now it's this continuation for you to be a part of. So that's what I have for you. I'm so glad you guys loved today's session. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We'll be back here next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're talking all about meditation. All right. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.